When I was 9, art class was just an excuse to avoid math. While other kids painted landscapes or glued macaroni onto paper, I made flipbooks. Always flipbooks. Most of them were bad, scribbles that barely moved. But one afternoon, during a long rainy day at Pine Hollow Elementary, I made something better. It was about 40-50 pages, maybe more. A simple pencil drawing of a stick figure named Eli. Eli walked forward. Eli waved. Eli turned and left. That was it. I remember flipping through it over and over at my desk, feeling proud in a way only a kid can. By the end of the week, I got bored and shoved it into a loose stack of papers under my bed at our house on Maple Street. And then, I forgot it ever existed. Years later, middle school, maybe 8th grade, I was cleaning my room after my mom threatened to throw everything away. While sweeping dust and junk from under my bed, I found the old stack. The paper looked wrong. It wasn't yellowed, no smudges, no curled edges, like it had been drawn yesterday. Curious, I flipped through it once. Eli walked in. Eli waved. Eli walked away. I smiled. Then I flipped it again. Same thing. The third time, Eli walked in. He waved. But he didn't leave. Instead, another stick figure appeared beside him. This one was taller, thinner. One arm looked bent wrong, like it was holding something, or broken. I couldn't tell. The second figure stood still for a moment. Then it struck. The tall figure smashed its arm into Eli's head. Eli collapsed. I stopped flipping. My stomach felt tight, but I kept going anyway, page by page, like I had no choice. The tall figure hit him again, and again, and again. Dark pencil streaks spilled from Eli's body. They weren't detailed, just rough smears, like someone pressed too hard with a dull pencil. The attacker knelt down and pulled Eli apart. One arm, then the other, then the legs. Each limb bent unnaturally, twisting into shapes that didn't belong to bodies anymore. Letters. I realized my hands were shaking. The pieces were arranged carefully across the final pages. The letters spelled out one word: stay. The tall figure then reached up and tore off its own head, then its legs, then an arm. Its parts slid across the page on their own, rearranging themselves into a second word: close. I slammed the book shut, my heart pounding so loud I could hear it in my ears. I told myself it was just imagination, a trick of memory, some sick joke I'd forgotten I drew. But when I opened it again, the first page was different. The stick figure wasn't waving anymore. It was staring straight at me. I didn't read any further. I ran downstairs, tore the pages out, and dropped them into the metal trash can behind our garage. I lit a match and watched the paper curl, blacken, and disappear. The next morning, my trash can was empty. No ash, no smell, nothing. That night, I dreamed of pencil lines moving on white paper. And when I woke up, I found a single sheet on my desk, a fresh drawing, a stick figure standing still, waiting. If you'd like to see what happens next, don't blink. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay close.